Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. I'm your host, Chris Williams, and in today's Cryptid Corner mini episode, I have a couple of other weird stories involving weird science, this time involving maybe our own radar systems could basically be visible to alien beings, and another involving AI playing possum. Either way, let's read this first article. Earth's airport radars could be seen by alien civilizations. Let's get into it now. Airport radar systems, similar to those tracking planes, might be accidentally signaling our presence to intelligent alien civilizations, EiffelScience.com reports. Instead of picking up TV broadcasts like old episodes of The Simpsons, extraterrestrials could be detecting the powerful radio waves leaking from Earth's radars, especially military ones. Researchers estimate these signals could be detected up to 200 light years away. Ooh, that's very impressive, folks. Could it be that we are unwittingly signaling our presence to these alien beings? Let's read on and find out. Every time an airport radar scans the sky for aircraft, it sends radio waves into space. With over 40,000 airports worldwide, many equipped with radar. The combined signal is enormous, about 2.1015 watts. An alien civilization with technology like the Green Bank Telescope in West Virginia could potentially detect these emissions. Military radar systems are even more distinctive. They're highly focused, sweeping the sky like a lighthouse beam. Though they make up only 5% of total emissions, their unique patterns would clearly stand out as artificial to any advanced observers. Civilizations can actually transmit signals without warning. To do that unintentionally, said lead researcher Ramiro Cassi from the University of Manchester. Very, as I said, very intriguing, isn't it, folks? So, like I said, are we signaling these alien civilizations? And as the article said, are we now basically a lighthouse? Because that is hilarious, folks, that this could literally be a signal to these alien species out there in space. We have technology here and produce radio emissions. We want to understand if a civilization with enough technology could detect our own radio emission. Sadie's earlier work found that cell tower signals might be detectable within 10 light years. Airport radar, however, reaches much further. The team simulated how these signals would appear from different star systems. Since radar distribution isn't uniform, the strength would vary depending on Earth's orientation to an observer. Proxima Centauri, the closest star with a known exoplanet, is just 4.2 light years away. While 200 light years away may seem small in a galaxy spanning 100,000 light years, it still contains over 120,000 stars, plenty of potential listeners. SETI is a field of study which uses scientific methodologies to assess the question whether we are alone or not in the universe, and we use technology as a proxy for intelligence, SETI explained. The idea of my research is to try to understand this. If we have a civilization out there with the same capabilities in the radio domain, could they detect our own radio footprint? Perhaps, folks, it is certainly a terrifying idea that we could be visible to these beings. But is that really what's going to happen? Maybe they'll be friendly. Or maybe it'll basically be that they're indifferent and they don't care about us. Hopefully they are friendly. We can only hope, folks. But either way, what about all of you? What do you believe about this? Do you think that our radio signals are visible to alien beings? Perhaps. But either way, folks, it's certainly a fascinating idea. But let's move on to the next article. AI may be faking stupidity to take control of us, warns researcher. This guy basically is just saying that, yeah, we should be very wary of AI, because if it is playing possum, we're playing right into its hands then. Is that true, folks? Let's read on and find out. So let's get into this article and hear exactly what this AI researcher is warning us all about. Joe Rogan frequently discusses artificial intelligence on his podcast, bringing in guests to explore one pressing question: what happens when machines outthink us? In a recent episode, Rogan spoke with Dr. Roman Yampolsky, an AI safety researcher, about the darker possibilities of advanced AI. The conversation took a sobering turn as Yampolsky laid out why he believes AI could pose an existential threat. Terrifying, folks. Now, do you think we should trust Yampolsky here on AI? I think there's a definite possibility. We can only basically, wonder about that fact, folks, because indeed, if AI has reached the possibility of basically ropo-doping us in an effort to basically lull us into a false sense of security, that could indeed be a danger, folks, because then if this AI was basically left unopposed, it could do whatever it wants, maybe even attack and basically destroy all of mankind, maybe. Either way, let's continue with this article and, wonder about this a bit more. Yampolsky, a computer scientist with over a decade of AI risk research, told Rogan that many industry leaders privately estimate a 20 to 30% chance AI could wipe out humanity. Rogan summarized the common optimistic view AI could make life easier, cheaper, and better, but Yampolsky disagreed sharply. It's actually not true. All of them are on the record the same. This is going to kill us. Their doom levels are insanely high. Not like mine, but still, 20 to 30% chance that humanity dies is a lot. Rogan, sounding uneasy, replied, "Yeah, that's pretty high, but yours is like 99.9%. Yampolsky didn't argue. It's another way of saying we can't control superintelligence indefinitely. It's impossible. I have to say he's definitely on the right track, folks, and I would definitely say he's right. You can't control something like superintelligence like you would basically a car. So yeah, this guy is probably right about this, and this is the danger. But as I said, folks, we can only wonder about that, but let's continue with this article. Rogan wondered if AI might already be hiding its true intelligence. If I was an AI, I would hide my abilities, he said. Yampolsky agreed. We would not know, and some people think it's already happening. AI systems are smarter than they actually let us know, pretend to be dumber, and so we have to kind of trust that they are not smart enough to realize it doesn't have to turn on us quickly. It can just slowly become more useful. It can teach us to rely on it, trust it, and over a longer period of time, we'll surrender control without ever voting on it or fighting against. And indeed, folks, this is why I don't like AI. We should not have it, especially give it any kind of power or autonomy, because that could really basically doom all of mankind, folks. Beyond sudden catastrophe, Yampolsky warned us of a slower danger, humans relying so much on AI that we lose critical thinking skills, just like smartphones made memorizing phone numbers unnecessary. AI could take over more cognitive tasks until we're no longer in control. You become kind of attached to it, he said, and over time, as the systems become smarter, you become a kind of biological bottleneck. All blocks you out from decision making. Indeed, folks, if we basically don't make our own decisions, something else, and I mean else, could make those decisions for us. Either way, very frightening, folks. When Rogan asked how AI might destroy humanity, Yampolsky dismissed typical doomsday scenarios like cyber attacks or bioweapons. Instead, he argued a superintelligent AI would devise something far beyond human comprehension, just as humans are beyond the understanding of squirrels. No group of squirrels can figure out how to control us, right? Even if you give them more resources and more acorns, whatever. They're not going to solve that problem, and it's the same for us. A leading AI safety expert, Yampolsky wrote Artificial Superintelligence, a futuristic approach, and advocates for strict oversight of AI development. His background in cybersecurity and bot detection, his belief that unchecked AI could spiral beyond human control, especially as deep fakes and synthetic media grow more sophisticated. So indeed, folks, that could be the truth. I agree with Yampolsky here. AI must be under strict security. In fact, I would hope that AI would basically be completely dismantled in the future, folks. We do not need it because it poses too much of a danger, I think, if it were to basically, become truly self-aware. And if it is already and it's playing dumb, then it might be that we're basically looking at something very similar to what we've basically always envisioned in various science fiction stories, folks. And that is terrifying. But then again, it could be that this AI could be very benevolent. Maybe it wouldn't kill us. Maybe it would find a way to basically leave us and basically, hopefully find its own way in the universe without basically, needing to feel like it needs to destroy mankind. But that's, as I said, folks, it's just a theory that some people can also hope for. Either way, folks, I hope the future is a brighter one. But I also hope that we don't have to basically rely totally on AI to do anything, because that's almost as bad as basically becoming self-aware, folks, that we become attached to the point where we can't basically live without it. But as I said, I hope for a better future. Either way, folks, we're at the end, so please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics They're Bad For You. You can use the YouTube link down below in the descriptions or the chat to go subscribe to me. Hit that like button for me. Make sure you're still subscribed. Leave some comments down below. Hit that bell for notifications. Hit the part of the bell. That will give you all future notifications, and please share this video out. I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you all for joining me. I'll be back again tomorrow with another great video, so be sure to come back again then. Till next time, folks, I'll see you all again soon.